Well, folks, I'm driving. Lord have mercy, I'm driving. Look how nice and fast I'm going. I guess it's nighttime, so I really don't have to worry about the popo seeing the phone up in my rear view mirror or the side of the mirrors, so I'm just going to kind of keep it as discreet as I can. You know, I was thinking about how funny it'd be if these good old country boys, when they come out with their country music, if they added rap lyrics to it. They're like, oh, smack my bitch up, honky tonk, yo Negro, you don't understand me, that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and get right into it now. I was thinking today, as I was going over my crypto portfolio, I was like, man, maybe I should go ahead and do a video about my crypto holdings. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know what it is. I'm going to try to do this from memorization, so if I leave out a token, well, kind of sucks. But this isn't necessarily categorized in percentage-wise. It's just kind of rattling off my holdings. But I'll go ahead and tell you my top holding right now. Not necessarily how many I hold, but just because of the fact that the amount adds up to more dollars in my portfolio. But my number one holding in dollars is Ethereum. Now, the only reason I'm holding Ethereum right now, I'm not really that big of a fan, just because it was here before I even got in early, you know, so I didn't have the opportunity to make a hell of a lot of money. Now, of course, with that said, I did see Ethereum back in 2018 for $85. That'd be one hell of a buy at this moment, looking back. Well, not necessarily this moment. It would have been one hell of a buy back then, at this moment currently. So, you can imagine if you got 36 Ethereum back then, man, you'd be sitting really nice right now. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the next one on my list, which is Algorand, which is kind of interesting. But the only reason I added Algorand to my portfolio is because of this new SEC chairman. I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, he was a former, don't quote me on this, but I believe he was a former professor at MIT. I could be wrong, but I do know that he has something to do with MIT. And of course, the founder of Algorand is that funny man, the guy with the accent, and he was from MIT too, and he was actually a professor at MIT. All right, so now next on the list is, of course, Chainlink. Chainlink is a beauty. I don't need to give an introduction to Chainlink. You already know by now how well that token is. And also the fact that I do believe this is the one token in my portfolio. Well, I really do think that within the next 5 years, Chainlink's probably going to hit $1,000. It could even be before then, but it is way undervalued even at $22. So I originally saw Chainlink at 45 cents. I've given a story about this before. I'm kicking myself to this day, but you know what? You can't live life like that. You know, you have these opportunities, you missed out on them. Now you just make do with what you got. But I got a fairly decent amount considering the price right now, so I'm just kind of holding for the long haul. You know, the thing is, you know, we're always talking about, oh, we need to get a lot of tokens and stuff, but you really don't. I mean, as long as you're holding long term, because a lot of these guys will buy a boatload of tokens and then they sell them once the price goes up. They sell some of them, but they're always holding a few. So if you're thinking for the long haul, then you can have like 500 Chainlink or maybe 1,000 Chainlink, even 100 to 200 Chainlink, and you're going to be good in the future. Especially if that thing hits $1,000 and you got 200 of them. Folks, I don't need an introduction on this one. I mean, I failed math back in my day. You know, you didn't really like have all these fancy calculators. You got to do it off your pencil and pad and, you know, your brain power. I mean, gosh, that's 200,000, and that's me rattling it off, not even having to look at a damn calendar. That just goes to show you how good I am at math. But now let's go to the other one. The other one I have is Polkadot. Now, again, I do feel like Polkadot is another one that could easily hit at least $500, close to 1,000 perhaps. But then again, you never know. Maybe not, but it's definitely a long haul hold for me. And let's go ahead and think about this for a minute, because I'm kind of having to go over my tokens. I, of course, have XRP. That one doesn't need an introduction. I think everyone should have a little bit of XRP in their portfolio, especially with this SEC lawsuit going on, because of the fact that once this lawsuit settles or is over with, oh my dear Lord, I think sky's the limit. I mean, you can't do anything with this token anyway. I mean, they might give Ripple, the company, a slap on the face. They might say, hey, you know what? You got all these XRPs right now. Go ahead and release them from your escrow into the ecosystem. Now, if they did that, of course, the price would crash. It'd be really ridiculous that become a ruling. More than likely is not. Or they might say, y'all got to burn them. I don't know what the hell that would do with the price, but if they ended up burning that supply, then it might cause the price to go up too. That's what Stellar did. What was it, last year? they burned half their supply. It didn't do shit to the price, but finally that damn thing is up, and it's around the price of XRP. Actually, I think it's a little bit higher than XRP right now. It's about 30 cents. XRP is around like 27. All right, but of course I have Stellar. I also have Cardano. I'm not really a fan of Cardano just because that Charles Hoskinson, he just rattles off. But again, there's a lot of people behind that token that love it. A lot of, it's got a lot of grassroots following. And so, you know, it could end up doing well in the future. So I got some of them. Digibyte I have just because Digibyte is probably the one true decentralized crypto I actually have. And I think it's one of the OGs, one of the original OGs, which means OG. So I think that it's going to do well in the future. But it's kind of one of those tokens where not many people know about it. So is it really going to do well? I mean, right now it's been sitting around 2.5 pennies for quite some time. It keeps trying to pass 3 cents, but it just doesn't seem to take place. I don't know what it is, folks. But that founder, that Jared Tate, man, he's got a little voice on him. So he'll say some things, and a lot of these libtards, they don't want to listen to it because they're not really down with the Trumpster. But, you know, it's just the way it is in this day and age. I mean, you can't really say much without these fascists. I didn't say that. Fascists. Without these fascists wanting to take your YouTube channel off and all this other stuff. So let's put that aside for now. But now I also have RSR. Has anyone heard of the guy? What's that guy's name? For the good Lord's sake above, I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh, this is going to irritate me so much. One of these big guys that was part of, I believe it was PayPal. Oh my gosh, it's going to irritate me so much. But anyway, RSR reserve rights. Look into that. It got some big investors behind it. I think Coinbase is also an investor in them. So that token could end up getting added to Coinbase soon. It's only 3 cents right now, maybe 3.5. I can't really remember. And I also just recently got Energy Web. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about that too. Apparently, you could have some billionaires behind that token that aren't necessarily letting themselves be known right now, but it's just an interesting token because these energy companies are dealing with it, especially Shell, from what I've gathered. Again, folks, listen to me very carefully. I'm not going to pretend I'm something I'm not. I really don't know much about the cryptography arena, whatever the hell you want to call it, all the technicalities of this shit. All I know is that they can make you some money. And it's a new asset class, so I feel like I'm ahead of the curve. So I'm just right now trying to find some good projects and throw some money in it and hold it for the long haul. And again, don't be afraid to cash out. And that's one thing I'm getting ready to do, especially if Ethereum hits $2,000 or $3,000 within the next month. I am without a doubt cashing out on my Ethereum. I don't care. I don't even care if it goes higher. I got to make a little bit of money from all this. So that's my plan. As far as that goes, folks, I can't even remember any other tokens I have. Let me just recap for you so I can go over it now. Ethereum, Chainlink, Polkadot, XRP, Stellar, Cardano, Energy Web, RSR reserve rights, Digibyte. I did say Algorand, I believe, right? And Lord, I think that's it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed recording it. I can't believe it's been 8 minutes of me rambling nonsense and driving down the highway at, what is it, about 70 miles an hour right now. But it's almost 7 a.m., right? 7 a.m. And listen, I'm driving back down to Florida because I've decided I'm a Florida man. Every other damn state in this union is freaking freezing. And, well, I'm not going to get into it right now. But listen, if any of you folks out there, you guys need to wake up to this stuff. I just heard the mayor of Chicago and then, of course, the mayor of New York. Now they're wanting to reopen. Do you know why they're wanting to reopen all their damn bars and restaurants? Can you guess? Of course you can, because Biden's in. So Biden's going to be in. And now all these Democrats are like, oh, let's go back to business because that's what we got to do. We have a duty to the American people. We got to open up our little cities and our little states. We can't stay closed forever, folks. It's not like this virus is that big a deal anyway. F you sideways. I'm sick and tired of it. I called this shit back when it happened. In fact, I was so freaking pissed off when Trump announced closing the economy down. I was like, man, don't fall into this trap. You're playing into their hands. And what did he do? He played into their hands, and now guess what? He's out of office. Any moron could see that. God bless America. I tell you what, anyway, so that's the latest. All right, I love you guys, and listen, make sure you like this video, And give me a thumbs up, because I'm trying to expand this YouTube channel. I'm actually going to come out with some videos where I'm playing chess too. Mr. Old Southern Grits plays chess. I bet you didn't think that, did you? No one did. Trust me. I don't fish. I don't hunt. Can you believe that shit? But I tell you one thing I do. I do play golf. I do play chess. And I do love crypto. I do. And again, I haven't really played golf for a long time just because the game is kind of annoying right now. You got a lot of pansy-ass people that like to play that game, and I'm just sick and tired of them walking around with pink pants on, because I'm like, God, grow a sack. Honestly, grow some, because you know what? You look like a damn fool with skinny jeans on. You know what you look like? You look like one of those guys that gets offended when a little feather from a bird hits him on the forehead. Ow, I got struck. Mama, I got struck. Oh, honey, let me go ahead and talk to you and tell you how good it is. Oh, my gosh, you are the best. You're awesome. All right, bye. I'll talk to y'all later. It's been 10 minutes of this shit. Bye.